Hey everybody, Matt with PowersSportsMemorabilia.com. Hey, so it's a couple weeks after Super Bowl 52, and with Nick Foles winning the MVP, and not really coming out of nowhere, but definitely unexpected beginning of the season. It got me thinking, what are the most valuable Super Bowl MVP autographs in 2018? Okay, so who has the biggest, autograph signing price, So for this particular video, there's a couple parameters I'm going to follow. One, it's just going to be on autographed mini helmets, okay? So that's kind of a popular item. It's easy to research what the price is. So we're not going to do a whole bunch of variety of items, just autographed mini helmets. These will be for paid signing prices, so these aren't like in-person ones that you get authenticated. So we're just going to go off a paid signing price to kind of keep it an even playing field. And no inscriptions or anything like that, just the autograph. And it has to be authenticated by, JSA, PSA, Beckett, or a first-party, authenticator like a TriStar for Tom Brady, for example. So, this got me thinking. So, where's Nick Foles rank? So I got a Blaze mini helmet here of Nick Foles on the Eagles. Curious to find out where he ends up in this list. Also, make sure you check me out on Instagram at Powers Autographs. Always posting a bunch of new products on there, quick tip videos. So make sure you check me out and give me a follow there at Powers Autographs. All right, so let's get started here. I'm going to run through these rather quickly here so I don't bore you to death here. But number 10 is going to be Drew Brees, New Orleans Saints quarterback. His autographed mini helmet. It runs about $239 right now, and I have a couple on my website for the ice and the blaze ones. So $239 it's a fairly good price for Drew Brees. You may find him a little bit cheaper than that, but about $239 is what I have for in stock Drew Brees right now. Of course, that's the Saints' only Super Bowl championship. So Brees is probably a potential Hall of Famer. So that's a good pickup right there. Let's see here. Number 9, Troy Aikman at $249. Got some Blaze minis on the site for that price there. That's kind of typically what he runs in for paid autographs there for completed items. Dallas Cowboys star quarterback. I mean, honestly, it doesn't get much better than that for the Cowboys as far as star power. There's probably one extra guy that you're probably thinking of that's ahead of him, but Aikman is super popular there for those Dallas Cowboys. Man, those teams they had there in the '90s. I mean, those are some of the best teams in NFL history. I mean, my gosh, with Irvin, Aikman, and Smith, and man, the offensive line that they have, and all these plug-and-play players that they had, just absolutely crazy. All right, so let's go. Super Bowl MVP autographs. Let's continue down the list here. Number 8, man of the hour, Nick Foles. So Foles is actually probably selling for a little bit more than this, but I've kind of priced him down a little bit. I just honestly can't sell him for $299, so I've got him at $249. I think that's a fair price for a Super Bowl MVP for him for right now. Now listen, I realize that this is only a couple weeks after Super Bowl 52, and so his pricing is here right now. So a couple years it's probably going to be down here, and he's probably not even going to be on this list. So I do realize that it's kind of a little skewed, but being this is February 2018. And this list is being made now, that's where we have him at. So, $249 for Nick Foles. Number 7, starting off with the Eli Manning, first of the Manning brothers here. Obviously, one of the best quarterbacks to play in the game. He's kind of on the outs with the Giants though right now, but man, he had some real popular plays with the Giants. Remember that catch that throw to David Tyree? That was absolutely crazy. So, $289 right now for Blaze Giants mini helmets. So, I mean, fairly expensive for a Giants player, for a guy who's kind of on the outs there, but we all know who he signs with, so the price is going to be what it is, Number 6 is his brother, Peyton Manning. So Peyton just beat out Eli again. So with Peyton here, we're going off of just Colts mini helmets because every team on here, you got to have an autographed mini helmet of the team that you won the Super Bowl MVP on, right? So obviously, potentially Broncos minis are probably maybe a little more valuable, I guess, just because, that's the last team that he played for. It depends on who you're talking to. But Colts mini is going to be at $349 for him. So just a fair price. I mean, guy's a Hall of Fame quarterback. I mean, as far as quarterback talent, I mean, gosh, he's got the top looks of that one. Number 5 is Broadway Joe, Mr. Joe Namath. Namath's getting up there in price a little bit. He was a little cheaper maybe a few years back now, but I've got him at $359 for a New York Jets autographed mini helmet there. Now we're going to get into a couple Packers quarterbacks. Number 4 is going to be Bart Starr. Now, man, he's an autograph you got to have in your collection. Not only did he play in the first ever Super Bowl, but he played in the Ice Bowl, and just a Hall of Fame great quarterback. Doesn't sign a lot, so the price kind of tends to stay relatively high, I guess. You're looking at $399 for a autographed Packers mini helmet by Bart Starr. So. Not a fair price, not a bad price. I'm not angry with that price at all. Okay, moving down Super Bowl MVP autographs here. We are going to number 3, and that's Aaron Rodgers. Tough autograph again. Doesn't like to sign all that much. He's at the same price as Bart Starr right now, $399. So it's a mini helmet, so it's probably a little high up there, but I think that's a fair price for Rodgers. I mean, the guy's going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback. Anytime you win Super Bowl MVP for the Green Bay Packers, I mean, you're just a star, right? So I think that's a pretty good price. Not too bad. Okay, we're down to our last 2 here. I think you can hopefully figure out who these 2 are, but let's go and find out who number 1 is. Number 2 is going to be Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith from the Dallas Cowboys. Right now, I've got his mini helmets at $419, so right around the same range as Starr and Rodgers. Emmitt signs a lot, but man, playing for the Cowboys and having that huge following that he does, and being Super Bowl MVP and winning multiple Super Bowl titles, he definitely commands a good price. So Emmitt's number 2, and I'm sure you guys can figure out who is number 1. Number 1 is the man, the myth, the legend, the GOAT, as far as I'm concerned. Now, Brady and I we didn't go to high school together, but we went to the same high school, so definitely partial to him, no doubt about it. So, but number 1 is Tom Brady. He's the cream of the crop when it comes to quarterbacks, and really, I mean, NFL autographs. I can't think anybody that's more expensive than he is. 4-time Super Bowl MVP. I mean, 4 freaking times he won the MVP. And his autograph is definitely most expensive on the list. Pricing ranges depending on who you're talking to here, but you're looking at about $8.99 for a mini helmet. So, real quick tip on Tom Brady is always buy TriStar authenticated items and always buy premium items because they're almost the same price as like mini helmets. I mean, $8.99 for a mini helmet, you can probably get a full size for about $1,000. So, that's a quick tip there on Tom Brady. Always buy TriStar and premium items. So, I've got the full list on every Super Bowl MVP that's ever won the award and where their mini helmet ranks right now. You can go to powersportsmemorabilia.com/blog, and you can find this blog post in there, and it's got the list of all of the Super Bowl MVPs, so you can find your favorite player on there. And that's the list. That's the top 10 right there for autographed mini helmets for Super Bowl MVPs. If you got any comments on which ones are your favorite below, let me know. And if you want to check out the entire list, again, go to powersportsmemorabilia.com/blog. Also, check me out on Instagram at Powers Autographs.